Today I'm making slow cooker chicken pot pie soup with cheddar drop biscuits. It's so easy to make and so good. So today I'm making a slow cooker crock pot dinner, and I'm starting off with chicken breast. I'm going to place that into my slow cooker. Now I'm going to add some garlic powder, onion powder. Here I'm going to add some dried thyme leaves, and I'm going to shake in some dried rosemary. You'll want to check the description below this video for the amounts. Okay, now some bay leaves. I'm going to add that. I'm going to add some diced onion and potatoes. And I cut them into medium chunks. And here I have a bag of mixed vegetables. You want to thaw it. That'll help the cook time. Some garlic and some chicken bouillon powder. I'm going to be adding some chicken broth. I'm going to take a little bit of the chicken broth and I'm going to mix this with some all-purpose flour. This is going to help thicken the broth in this chicken pot pie soup. Some people like to add a cornstarch slurry, which you absolutely can, but I just go for the flour. Now I'm going to add the rest of that broth into the slow cooker, and I'm going to pour in that flour slurry. Here I'm just going to make sure everything is submerged and mixed, and I'm going to add some cracked black pepper. I'm going to cover with a lid, set it to high, and let everything cook and become tender. In the meantime, let's make the cheddar drop biscuits. First things first, you'll want to preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, great. And remove anything in the oven. Great. In a large bowl, I'm going to add my all-purpose flour. Here, I'm going to add salt and baking powder into the mix. I'm also adding some sugar and give that a mix. That's the dry ingredients. Here I have cold, unsalted butter going in that I've just sort of cubed, and I'm going to give that a mix, and you kind of want to crumble it and mix it with the dry ingredients like this. Now let's add our evaporated milk, or you could use whole milk, and the cheddar, and just give that a mix. You don't want to overwork the dough, which is why I'm using a Dutch whisk. You kind of want to just fold and put it together. And now just scoop it into your drop biscuits. This is a very wet batter, so you don't want to work with your hands like normal biscuits. And this makes about 9 regular size drop biscuits, but I want these a little bit bigger, so I'm going to divide it into 7. I'm going to bake these in a preheated oven for about 15 to 20 minutes or until they're cooked. So it has been around 4.5 hours. I discard the bay leaf, and now I'm going to remove the chicken to dice and shred it up. Actually, you could let this go until the chicken falls apart and it's easily mixed and shredded, but I like these into chunks. So around 4 hours I like to remove the chicken, which is very tender at this point, and I like to use my kitchen shears and just cut it into chunks. But if you want this shredded, you can just let it cook until it really starts falling apart, and then you mix it and it sort of just shreds on its own. And if you are cooking this on a low heat setting because you want to put it in the crock pot in the morning, go to work and come home to a meal, set it on low and let it cook for like 10 hours. And if the vegetables are frozen, that does tack on some cook time, but if they're thawed, you probably could make this in about 4 hours on high or 8 hours on low. You'll want to taste for salt, add salt and pepper to taste, adjust to your preference, and let it cook for another 30. Yay, my biscuits. My biscuits. Oh, these smell amazing. Look at that. My big cheddar drop biscuits. Oh yeah, nice. So it took me 5 hours on high to cook this, but like I said, adding frozen veggies is a variable that kind of tacks on more cook time. But this is ready as is. Let's taste it for salt and pepper. And to make this creamy, I'm going to add heavy cream. I will say this is optional because it's great even without the heavy cream. But you know, to give it that creamy feel to the soup, add the heavy cream and some fresh parsley and it's ready. This is so good. And I have these cute dishes that I'm going to serve them up. You can put this in a bowl with my biscuit right on top. And this is slow cooker chicken pot pie soup with cheddar drop biscuits. It's amazing and so easy to make. So if you are looking for a slow cook summer recipe, this is the one. you need to try because it's so good. And I will be posting more slow cooker recipes. I have several I'm going to make this week, but I'm starting with this one because it's so delicious. You really should give this a try.